Hey, what's up, gun nuts? It's Ferrari Steve from RealGunReviews.com, and this is video number 5 in my series showing upgrading a West German P226 from stock condition to as close to 226 Legion specs as we can get. Let's do a quick safety check on both these guns before we proceed. That's the West German test bed that we've been upgrading along the way, and this is a recent and stock 226 Legion, and they're both clear. So we've already upgraded the grips, some springs, we've upgraded the sights on this. Now it's time to talk guide rods. So let's take this apart and look at the stock guide rod. I have actually a separate video on YouTube that talks about guide rods. So let's put that here, and let's take the guide rod out of the Legion as well. All right, there we go. Two guide rods next to each other. Now, the weight difference between these two is, it feels like it's magnetic. Look at that. It is. Weird. Maybe it's because the metal's been banging together and I temporarily magnetized it. Let me grab my, that was not planned. Let me grab my scale out of here and let's compare these two guide rods, the stock guide rods, to each other, right? And if you watched my separate video that I shot just on guide rod comparisons, you probably know what's about to happen. But the stock guide rod weighs in at right around ½ an ounce. And the guide rod in the Legion, a solid steel one, weighs in at about 1.14 ounces, which is more than double. And the whole idea is that weight helps you get the front of the gun down. It keeps the nose down or makes it less likely to come up and help you get back on target. So you got a lot of options out there in aftermarket guide rods. Watch my other video, which it's not that long, it's only like 7 minutes, and it goes through all the different options that I've found so far. But really, if we're going for Legion spec, and you got lots of options. Stainless steel guide rods makes one, Gray Guns makes one, American National Firearms makes one. But if you're lucky to just go on eBay and find one of the original SIG manufactured guide rods, they are a perfect match for the geometry and shape and weight. Let's see, 1.17. And for the one for the Legion, 1.14. So just really, really close to the same. But they look like they're machined using the same specs. I mean, they're near identical. And they're both SIG manufactured. So true to form, you might want the Gray Guns thing. You might like the coating on the American National Firearms one a little better. But if we're going true Legion specs, then we're going to go with the SIG brand one. So just slide it in. Make sure the spring, the colored end of the spring, we've already upgraded the spring in this one. That's why it's colored. The colored end of the spring goes on there. Slide it in. Let's put our Legion back together at the same time so don't have parts floating around. And we'll put our Legion back together. And let's cock that first. There we go. Can I feel ½ an ounce? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think. You know, it's enough of a difference, I guess, that SIG decided it was worth putting it on the Legion and spending a little extra money to do it. But there we go. We are now one step closer that the stock and polished guide rod is taken out of our West German 226. We are now just one step closer to 226 specs, I guess, or 226 Legion specs from our West German SIG. This is Ferrari Steve. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We'll keep going with this series until we get as close as we possibly can. Step 6 is next, and that's a big one. We're going to be talking triggers. So please subscribe, stay tuned, have fun, and stay safe out there.